Hashtag Mysterio the movie. What's up guys, my name is Ethan Abraham. Today I'll be talking about my Spider-Man Far From Home. So I saw it last weekend, but I just started this channel, so now I'm doing my review. And I gotta say, the best part of this film is Mysterio, the villain, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, and he's just really good. His acting's top notch. Every time he's in the movie, he steals the show. And the twist halfway through the film, which I won't spoil, really makes him a good villain. When how he's connected back to Iron Man, how he fights Spider-Man, even the interactions between him and Tom Holland are really solid. Plus, there's one scene in the movie where Mysterio and Spider-Man fight, and it's one of the best visual treats that have emerged from films in the MCU, which that's saying something. We just had Avengers Endgame, and this is just Spider-Man, so they did a good job on that. Now, another thing that I liked was having Jonah Jameson back in the end credit scene. That was pretty cool, because we haven't seen him since the back then films and when Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man, which has been a long time. Bringing him back is a big deal. Now, one thing I did like about the end credits scene though is the whole Nick Fury thing. As you guys saw in the trailers, Nick Fury is in the film as a guest star, right? Throughout the film, he says certain stuff that I'm like shaking my head about. I'm like, what? That doesn't sound like Nick Fury. And in the end credit, it's revealed to be a Skrull. Now, on one thing, it's like, okay, that makes sense. But another, I'm like, that's dumb. Because they're pretty much saying the Skrulls work for Nick Fury. But in the comic, the Skrulls are conquerors. They're not like henchmen. They're not that at all. So hopefully they find a way to like retcon or just find a swerve to get back to Secret Invasion. But after Captain Marvel and now this, I'm kind of a little mad about that. But hopefully they can make the Skrulls better. Now, Spider-Man himself, Tom Holland, he did pretty good, but he's no Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire was a good Spider-Man. He had adult responsibilities. He actually felt like a Spider-Man, where Tom Holland feels like a Spider-Boy. Mainly because pretty much most of the movie, he's like obsessing about MJ, which, don't get me wrong, but MJ, she's not MJ. Zendaya is not MJ. She doesn't have the red hair, and yeah, she doesn't even act like MJ. She's a totally different character. So, but that was kind of my critiques about Spider-Man Homecoming, but it still comes into this. Now, other than his whininess and his thing with MJ, Tom Holland still looks good as Spider-Man. He has the look, and he does have pretty good comedic moments. Now, one thing that I wasn't a big fan of in this film was the thing with Tony Stark. Now guys, spoiler alert, but it's been out a long time. Avengers Endgame, they killed off Iron Man. Now, in this film, they're trying to say that Spider-Man is trying to live up to Iron Man. It looms across the whole film. But a problem I have with this is a Spider-Man film, not an Iron Man film. In the first one, I added Iron Man in there to pretty much as a guest star to carry the film. Spider-Man's a big character. He's like Marvel's Batman. Why does he need heavy lifting and stuff? He doesn't need that. He should be his own character. He shouldn't have this other stuff to sell his movies like Iron Man, Nick Fury. Just make a good Spider-Man movie. Because if you look at it, Vulture was an Iron Man villain. Mysterio is an Iron Man villain. So it feels like this trilogy is like Iron Man 2.0. I do feel like they're kind of getting more to the Spider-Man route because the Sinister Six, they are doing that pretty good. But we'll see how they deliver on that if they do a Spider-Man 3. Now, it's another thing. With the end credit, they revealed that Spider-Man's identity is now revealed to the public, which that could be interesting in the next film, if they do it right. As we've seen, Spider-Man 3s are not so good. I'm looking at you, Emo Parker, pretty much from Spider-Man 3 and Venom. Hopefully the MCU can get it right this time. Now, other stuff that happened in the film, the supporting characters were pretty good. I still don't like Flash Thompson. He sucks. But the visual effects, pretty amazing. It's an MCU film. It's Disney. They could provide that. But there were some really good shots in the film. mostly when Peter Parker is traveling around when he's jumping, not in the Spider-Man suit. By the way, the new Spider-Man suit, it's alright, but it's nothing real big, but it does look cool in the scenes. Now, another thing that I pretty much liked was the Elementals, the monsters, before they revealed that Mysterio was the villain. The Elementals were pretty cool. I was surprised they brought them in because they're so obscure characters, but how they integrated it was really impressive. Now, guys, that's pretty much my thoughts on it. This overall movie, it was solid. It was pretty much like Spider-Man Homecoming quality, which is not the best of the MCU, but it's not the worst. It's no Captain Marvel, but it's no Avengers Infinity War. So it's kind of like smack in the middle. So I think it was a solid film, and I would give it So guys, that's the video. If you liked it, please like this, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And for more content, I'll be dishing out each day. Just keep checking. But for now, peace out.